Morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to webinar 4. I'll give a minute before we get started so everyone can join in. I can see some people coming in now. Yeah, so we'll give maybe 30 seconds before we kick off. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Now it is Monday. I hope everyone's had their coffees and are ready to go. Let's see how many people have joined so far. Yeah, still popping in. Yeah. All right. I think we should get started. As people join, I guess they'll see what we're talking about. But for those who just joined, welcome. Webinar 4. This is the last webinar of this AI and Copilot webinar series that we're doing. And yeah, last but of course not the least, there are a few announcements that we'll be making by the end of this webinar. So stay tuned. All right. I think, yeah, let's kick it off. Sorry, my PC got stuck. Apologies. Yep, ready to go. All right, so webinar 4. Today's webinar is about advanced Copilot strategies and the future of AI. As I said, this is the 4th webinar, the last one in this series. For those of you who don't know, I'm Najim. I'm the head of client strategy at Lookup. This session is designed for business leaders and professionals basically seeking to deepen their understanding of Copilot's advanced capabilities and, of course, the ever evolving landscape of AI. In this session, we'll explore actionable strategies for maximizing the ROI on Copilot. Of course, integrating AI into business workflows and preparing for what's next, the next wave of AI-driven transformation. We'll do a quick recap of where we stand so far. We started with webinar 1, of course, which was why Copilot matters. Then second webinar, which was tips and tricks for everyday efficiency. Webinar 3, we explored teamwork, team collaboration using Copilot and AI. Basically, we demonstrated how Copilot can enhance group workflows, communications in your company. Today, we move into advanced territory, examining strategies for maximizing Copilot's impact and, of course, looking ahead, future of AI and the future of AI in business. This webinar's roadmap. We've got a couple of things that we're going to talk about in today's webinar. Of course, advanced Copilot strategies, future of AI, staying ahead, and at the end, we'll do a Q&A and few important announcements. All right, let's start with part 1. Now, this section highlights 3 core approaches: crafting custom prompts for complex tasks, integrating Copilot with business workflows, and leveraging AI-driven insights for strategic decision-making. Each strategy will be illustrated with real-world examples and actionable takeaways. Strategy 1. Now, Effectiveness of Copilot is directly tied to the quality of prompts provided. We touched on this in the last webinar as well. Generic prompts will get you generic results, period. While specific, detailed prompts can unlock transformational output. I'll give you a few examples. Instead of asking Copilot, as you can see on the screen as well, a generic prompt, which is make a summary. Instead of asking Copilot this, try asking it a bit more specific question, which is creating a 3-slide executive summary of Q4 performance with year-on-year comparison charts, key wins, strategic recommendations for Q1. Now, this will give Copilot a specific task to do based on the data that you've given. Based on this, it will give you a very tailored output, and that's exactly what you're looking for. Strategy number 2 is integrating Copilot with tools like Power Automate. This enables end-to-end business automation. This strategy involves connecting data inputs to Copilot for analysis, then using Power Automate to trigger automated reports, emails, or notifications. For example, weekly sales reports can be auto-generated and distributed. Client updates can be triggered by project milestones, and dashboard alerts can be sent based on AI-driven derived insights. This seamless integration streamlines operation, reduces manual effort, and ensures timely data-driven communication. This is another reason you pick Copilot over AI, any other AI tool. It's the integration into the Microsoft ecosystem. Can't see presentation. All right. There's an issue here. Give me a sec, guys. I've just been advised we can't see the presentation. Let me know if now it's visible. Thank you, Brooke. Yes, I thought I did. For some reason, the sharing didn't work. Apologies. That's my fault. I hope everyone can see this slide now. If you can, yeah. Fantastic. All right. Strategy number 2, let's get started. Now, this is a strategy that I was talking about, integrating Copilot with workflows using Power Automate. So in this one, we've got a video that we've created. It exactly shows why that is important, or what can you achieve from this. So just a quick rundown of what this video is. We're going to be showing this AI agent that we've created called Email Analyzer. So what this agent is doing, or what it does, it scans your inbox, any new email that comes in, and there's certain workflows that are connected, certain output that we want from that agent. And I'll show you, this is the back end of an AI agent that you're about to see. And this is something that we've created internally. So we use it on everyday basis. One of our techs, Marlon, he's created this. It's linked to everyone's inbox. So pretty handy tool. So that's the email analyzer. As we go along, I'll tell you what it's doing. So this is Copilot Studio. What Copilot Studio is, it's where you can create these agents. So now we're looking at this agent, the back end of this agent. So email analyzer, what instructions, objectives, scope, classifications, knowledge base, all that is basically created in the studio. We're telling the agent what exactly do we want it to do. As you can see, knowledge base, what we wanted to use, tools, what we wanted to connect to, and triggers, what the output should be. So we'll look into the tools. Now, what these tools are, these are connectors. So let's say an email comes in, what do we want that email to do? It can be multiple tools. Mark the email as read or unread, reply to the email, draft an email. So we can add tools as we want or what output we want. You can add flows, you can add prompts. And as you can see, there's multiple tools that you can add, basically getting multiple outputs. So we're looking into agent flows. This is what a flow looks like. I'll pause this real quick to show you. So any tool that you add, it needs to have a workflow, as in email comes in. In this case, email comes in, what you want that email to do or what you want the trigger to be. So this is the flow. So email comes in, what it needs to do. This is what it's showing you. When the agent calls the flow, what actions need to be. So in this case, because it's an email analyzer, we've accessed Office 365 Outlook actions. And as you can see, there's multiple actions that you can choose from. Now we're giving it a SharePoint action. Basically, if an email comes and you want it to have a certain response based on the email, and that information is in your SharePoint, if you give the tool or the agent access, it can access that information and reply as well. So again, multiple actions. And that's the beauty of Copilot, because it integrates into the Microsoft environment. So you can get a lot of output. Again, Marlon is showing you all these actions that you can do. Now we're editing an existing workflow that Marlon's created, which is email comes in and a certain action gets triggered. As you can see, when an email arrives, what it needs to do, specific conditions it needs to meet. And if that condition is true, then you can have certain actions. And if it's false, certain conditions. And we can test it out. The test will show you in real time the output. So that gets triggered. All the actions have been triggered, have been met. And it creates a workflow and it creates an output. In this case, so in this tool, it sends, if it's in my inbox, it sends me an email saying certain email has received or a client inquiry has been received. So you can see here, that's the output. So the trigger was created and it sent an email or a Teams message, what that email is, what priority it is. Of course, depending on the priority that you set in the tool. In this one, it's just the laptop quote. So it will trigger appropriate response. Now that was the back end of how agent is created. Again, you know, there's a response, there's a trigger, and how the workflow is set up, all that. Strategy 3, Copilot's ability to analyze trends and suggest strategic action. It really empowers leaders to make faster and more informed decisions. Use cases can include identifying revenue drivers before they become obvious, spotting of operational inefficiencies, um, predicting resource needs based on growth patterns. According to McKinsey, leaders using AI insights make decisions 5 times faster and achieve 30% better outcomes. Let's talk about future in AI and business. Now, we're going to be exploring emerging trends in AI and preparing organizations for what's next. This section will cover AI embeddedness in every new tool that's coming up, the rise of prompt engineering as a core skill, and the critical importance of ethical AI use and data security. Now, this slide was very interesting to me. By 2027, Gartner predicts that 90% of all enterprise applications will have embedded AI. What this means? This means AI will no longer be a standalone tool, but an integral part of every business platform. Early adopters are expected to gain 2 to 3 year competitive advantage, making rapid adoption a strategic imperative. The key question for organizations is not should we use AI, but how fast can we adopt?
My voice confirms my identity.
Prompt engineering, trend 2. This is the ability to communicate effectively with AI. This will soon be as critical as using Excel or even writing your emails. Leaders must upskill teams on prompt writing. You must build internal prompt libraries for common tasks and train managers and your teams on prompt writing. The analogy is clear. Prompt engineering is to AI what typing was to computers in the 90s. As AI adoption accelerates, ethical use and data security becomes paramount. The key considerations include data privacy, bias, transparency, and compliance. The bottom line is adopting AI without robust security measures introduces significant operation risks. This is a 3-step action plan to stay ahead in this rapidly evolving AI landscape. Organizations should follow A, embrace AI tools early. Test, learn faster than your competitors. 2, upskill your teams. Invest in prompt engineering training and build AI fluency across all roles. And 3, focus on ethical implementation, prioritize data security, and maintain transparency with clients. The central message is this: AI amplifies human judgment rather than replacing it. Your competitive advantage is determined by the speed of adoption multiplied by the quality of execution. The businesses that will be winning in the years to come are making strategic decisions today. Now, I highly recommend you take advantage of these resources to continue your AI journey. As a thank you to all, we will be sharing a Copilot mastery guide. So this is a 40 prompts that we feel you can use in your daily workflows, um, and you can use these in your prompt libraries that you can create. Um, Also, we are launching a Lookup YouTube channel where we will be posting AI-related content, tips, tricks, strategies, and recordings of all these webinars as well. So we'll be sharing all those links with you at the end of this session as a thank you. And if you have any questions, of course, you can book um, AI readiness call with us free of charge. Now, for the big announcement that I mentioned earlier, we at Lookup, we are organizing a Copilot and AI strategy workshop. Date, time, and location will be confirmed, but the workshop will focus on real-world Copilot uses, prompt engineering, and Copilot integration with other Microsoft apps. The focus on real-world Copilot users. Now, how you can register. As I said, we will be sharing an EDM, getting people to register your interest. And the event will be limited seating, max about 5 to 6 people, as we want to make sure that every person that joins get the most out of it. It will be a workshop, a 4 to 5 hour workshop. So we will be including food and drinks. And usually this workshop is a paid workshop, but for those who are attending today, it will be free. Now, if you've got any questions, any comments, anything, I'll be happy to take your questions now. If there are no other questions, thank you everyone for joining. As I said, this is the fourth and the last webinar in this series. For next webinars, upcoming webinars, we'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, we will be sharing the links that, as I said, at the end of this webinar. So make sure to subscribe to the Lookup YouTube channel and use the prompt library that I will be sharing in your day-to-day workflows and things that you want to do. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.